The Ravens Flock presents The Black Files, an uncensored interview and review podcast for all geek fandom.
Welcome everybody, friends and pals, guys and gals, boys and girls around the world. Pop a squat, pop open a cold one with all of your friends. It is Wednesday night, only a couple of hairs past 10 p.m., and you have been granted access to the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock. So, whether you're a friend of your feed, boy, girl, or in between, you are tuned in to a brand new episode of The Black Files.
That's right, folks. We are having right here in this awesome. Actually, no, Tampa isn't that awesome.
Tampa's pretty cool, nice.
We're awesome.
That's one of the reasons why Tampa is awesome, because we're awesome.
Yes, it is. And that being said, folks, I should know better than to question the wisdoms of such magical deities like Punxsutawney Phil, the majestical groundhog from Canada.
He's not from Canada. Punxsutawney Phil isn't Canadian.
Yes, he is.
No, he ain't.
Yes, he is. I did my fact checking.
You know what? Screw your fact checking. I'm going to do my fact checking over here.
The point is, he predicted 6
No, it's from Pennsylvania.
Oh, screw you. Well, fine. Pennsylvania. But the point is, he predicted that there would be 6 more weeks of winter, and we got another, and a cold front is a-coming, and I'm feeling very happy. Oh, Punxsutawney Phil, I am so sorry that I doubted you. I'm so sorry.
Dear Lord in heaven, this guy over here trying to get Canada and Pennsylvania mixed up. What are you gonna? Are you gonna get like? Is it because you're cooped in the head with your pro wrestling? Are you gonna say that Kurt Angle is from Canada and Josh Alexander is from Pennsylvania? Are you gonna get yourself mixed up in that? I know how single-minded you are when it comes to your obsessions, but god dang it, Jose, get your Americana history right. Man, we're on the clock. Well, how dare you? Welcome, everybody, one and all, to The Black Files. I am your host, Juan Arouse, one of the heads of the Ravens Flock, the tech guru of the team. I'm the guy who managed to successfully swap over all the saved game data from our Nintendo Switch over into a bigger micro SD card, and all it took was 2 hours of arguing with myself and and voice texting with a friend and waiting for this monstrosity of an ancient computer to do its business. I'm not the one who's crazy, you are. And thankfully, I am not alone tonight. Joining me are the usual suspects. First, let's go ahead and say hello to the lovely ladies of the Ravens Flock, the Starlight Rose themselves, and cosplayers extraordinaire. Give it up for Zayana Rose and Dragon Fang Cosplay!
Yeah, how is it already Wednesday? Because I looked and it was Sunday. And then I look back up and it's Wednesday.
And I have to go to work tomorrow after having 2 days off. I'm not happy.
I wish I could tell you like it's so crazy how we got all the way to the middle of the week already. Like, this is what happens when we don't pay attention to the calendar.
Yeah, no, that is what ends up happening when we we lose track of time, which is exactly how unfortunately Angel Mendez is not able to join us tonight on account of he
has been eaten.
He has been consumed alive by responsibilities. You know, that thing that he swears that I'm the only one who's suffering from it, and yet he deals with it as well, especially when it's undue responsibilities. But he'll be back with us Saturday afternoon for this week's edition of Los Amigos Play. I will march all the way over to his house, hijack his car, and drag him myself if I have to. And if Toy Slasher tries to stop me, I'll just make sure to have a bag of Cheetos with me. And I'll also snag his mini tablet where he does all of the majority of his artwork. I'm like, okay, and I'll throw them in on top of Angel in the back of the car to make sure that Toy Slasher jumps into the back seat as well. And then they're both piled on top, and they're terribly uncomfortable, and all the no homo would be happening, and they'll both feel very awkward, but you know what? They've probably done that kind of shit a million times before. But if that does happen, I'll just laugh, and I'll drive them here myself. I promise that that is not a threat. That is not a spoiler. It is a promise. I will do that if I have to.
Okay, chat, you heard that.
Yeah, hold me to it over here. And let's of course not forget the main man himself. The founder of the Ravens Flock, the executive producer and content manager of our channel, the host of Wrestle Rewind live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, and the Ravens Flock, our main show, live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Give it up for Mr. Jose Casabona!
Thank you for that awesome introduction, Juancho. Really appreciate it. And I'm happy to be here streaming once again with all of my friends, all of my beloved members here with the Ravens Flock. And you folks are in for an incredible story for tonight. But before we get to that, do you want me to take over the housekeeping, Juancho?
To do the housekeeping, you know what you need to do.
All right, folks, much like all of our other shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. So hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. And for $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're here to help rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard, staying strong, and making your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way is the fact that we have to work 9 to 5 jobs just to keep our lights on. However, there is a way for you to help rescue us, and that is just simply showing your support, sharing our content, letting everyone in your life that you know and love, and everyone else who you may have been trying to dodge because maybe you owe them money, but you know what you could do is you could tell them, like, hey, I'll make you a deal. I will pay you back what I owe you here with interest if you subscribe to the Ravens Flock and become an inner flocker. That's right, make it transactional. Make it about the money, because apparently that's what anyone fucking cares about anymore. We live in a society, and that society is unfortunately burdened by the fact that we have to have these little paper things inside our little plastic things, and those little plastic things have a tiny little metal thing, and the little metal thing gets read by a beep boop thing, and the beep boops tell us, oh hey, you are worth this much, and I'm now going to take this little bit of how much you're worth and hand it to this Joe Schmo over here. That's how money works. We invented it. Money is not a real thing. What the fuck? Why are we living in it? But you know what? Unfortunately, that's how we have to fucking work within our society. However, when all that matters is, as long as you guys can continue sharing our channel and letting everyone know of the hard work we've been doing here since 2013, to stand up for the con community, stand up for our fellow geeks and nerds, and share our passions and about revolving around the world of geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between, then by all means do so. With the more followers we have, the more inner flockers we get out of it, and before you know it, we'll be completely self-reliant. So with your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below. And wait, actually, no, the link isn't there yet. Let me move the link over here, and beep, bleep, boop. There's a link. And you also get access to all of us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Up in the chat, we've got Phycertum Macrocephalus. Line must go up. You're absolutely right over here. Sarah Serenity Magical Cosplay is back in the chat. We appreciate you, Sarah. I know you've been going through a tough bind, and just know that your friends are here, and we need to, and we're gonna look out for you as best we can. Ulysses Fartknocker's in the chat. I heard a lot of shit came down at KatsuCon. Oh, more ways than one, buddy. And
buddy, yeah, you can't begin to imagine.
Yeah, he is not far off from the truth. And Nikki Bella's in the chat, holding it down. Thank you very much, Nikki Bella. Fisetter was saying, "Oh, this one's easy. What's wrong with them, with these cons, is that they're not MetroCon." And puts on the freaking sunglasses. I'm over here thinking CSI Miami. Yeah!
Oh my god.
We didn't even need to have a show.
Okay, okay. Remember, folks, opinions are subjective, so I really can't comment on. I really can't comment on that. So that's more of a personal thing.
I'll comment on it all I want. Fuck it. It's called We Like Our Cons, and we want cons to be fun and not have gigantic disasters, or at the very least, want to have our ship make sense over here. And so
now that I will agree with.
Now, as you can tell, I've been running around all over creation today, and you know what? You're right, Sarah Serendi. You haven't been to either of those conventions. Neither have we over here at the Ravens Flock, except for Zayana and Dragonfang. Both of them have been to KatsuCon at least.
We'll get to them a little later.
Exactly.
Several times.
But hold on a minute. I gotta fix my mic there and there. Okay, because the microphone balance over here was a little, but now I fixed it. But the point is, we want to make sure that we stay behind the 8 ball. We want to make sure that we're staying on top of these stories and trying to collect as much data as possible in order to present this story to you guys. And not gonna lie, a real lifesaver, and I'm not trying to be like dorky like we normally are. Like, a real lifesaver for me this past week has been our partners over at Glitch Energy, and I wanted to
Yay!
And which is why, this is one of the reasons why we say this stuff sincerely, and we're glad to be partnered up with our friends over at Glitch Energy. These guys actually saved my hide this week because I was trying and failing to stay awake at my straight job, only to find out that, oh hey, I need to go back to dealing with this other procedure that my straight job actually has me for. I wanted to smack things because they move you and then they move you back, and then it's just a pain. It's just a nuisance. But you know what? Glitch Energy got me covered with Glitch's specially smart, formulated smart energy blend. They keep you running strong all day long, just like us here at the Ravens Flock, with 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 calories, 0 lag, and 0 crash. And if you head to glitchenergy.com, make sure that you keep them bookmarked because you never know when they'll drop a brand new flavor on you. Isn't that right, Jose?
That's right. And it's not just the smart energy blends that they provide. They also have their own hydration line. To get a little personal, Glitch Energy is not only good to help you out through the grinds of working a 9 to 5, but also for recreational purposes. For example, on Monday, I was off from work and I decided to stretch my legs and do a little bit of a walking in downtown Tampa. Get some cardio in my system. Lord knows I need to go out and walk and run some more. And then I took a nice sip of the Glitch Revive. Blackberry lemonade is my favorite blend, and it has restored my body and my mind.
Well, it's got you rocking with the electrolytes that you need, and even though it doesn't have the smart energy blend, that's a simple solution over here. And I've got some math to math out here for you guys. Like, as they said, the Glitch Revive has got a blackberry lemonade on it. However, the Mana Surge that I've got over here, the smart energy blend on it, this one is sour blue raspberry. All you got to do is mix and match, baby. Just get these two together, put them in your Glitch mixer cup, and boom, you've got yourself the best of both worlds. You've got enough hydration to keep you running under the heat, so you stay cool the whole time, and you've got the smart energy blend coursing through your cup as well, in order to make sure that you're staying on top of your game without slowing down. And what's best about all of this is that if you head to glitchenergy.com and you use our promo code FlockFuel, you get 20% off of your order. Who doesn't like saving money these days? Everything is too expensive. Shit's too pricey. It sucks. It's ridiculous. I have to freaking ration my eggs. It's ridiculous as hell. I don't like it. It's a nightmare. Make it stop. But Glitch Energy is already affordable enough as it is. Just $32.95 or $34.95 for a single tub. And if you knock that down by 20%, that's even better for you. So what are you waiting for? Head over to glitchenergy.com, use our promo code FlockFuel, get 20% off of your order today, and make sure that you use that promo code because it'll let them know that the Ravens Flock sent you. We want to thank Glitch Energy very much for partnering with the Ravens flock. You guys, we like to make jokes like you guys made a terrible mistake teaming up with us. Not this time. We appreciate you a bunch. All right.
No, this time KatsuCon has made a million terrible mistakes.
Oh, like you wouldn't believe. Okay.
Okay. Jokes aside, let's be real. Let's be transparent with our folks watching. None of us take any pride or pleasure in talking about the conventions. And well, I don't want to say in negative sense, but like we don't enjoy talking about nerd anime conventions in a negative sense.
No, we don't, because we want these conventions to go well. We want all of these incredible cons to be successful without any problems. We want them to go without a hitch. We want there to be no hiccups, no problems with them. Because all it does is let's encourage everyone in the con community to go through and go to these conventions more, and to support them better, and to make sure that we have a place where everyone within the nerd community, whether you're local to wherever the convention is being held, or if you're coming in from out of town, whether from out of state or out of country, and you're flying in, or you're swimming in, or however the hell you're going to get over here. I don't know. Planes are falling off the fucking sky. I don't know if anyone really wants to trust planes these days. But the point is, we want these conventions to succeed. We wanted the conventions that we went to all succeed. We want conventions that try to snub us to succeed. We want conventions that are run by assholes to not be run by assholes but still succeed. Unfortunately, we've had conventions that have snubbed us and have failed. We've had conventions that are still run by assholes and are mired by their controversies. So what the block? Dear Lord, we don't do this shit just for fun. It's a fucking pain in the butt. Oh my Lord, Sarah Serenity, what the hell is this? My hide, let's go and restore my pride. What the fuck?
Oh my god. Okay, that's funny.
I don't know. And oh Jesus Christ, the Joseph Santos. He's over here saying, Glitch made my gorgeous ass spectacular. Thanks, Glitch. Oh my Lord.
Oh my god. Hilarious.
Well, like your mileage may vary. Like we at the Ravens flock are not promising anyone that their butts will look better or be better due to being using glitch energy. It will just be hydrated and or energized. But in any case, we've got to fucking answer this. So this past weekend at the Gaylord National Harbor Hotel and Convention Center, in like right across the river from our nation's capital in Washington D.C. I know it's in Maryland. I know it's in National Harbor, Maryland. I know. Don't come down my throat. Don't try to come at me. I know my geography. I'm just placing it in the general area for folks who don't know these kind of things. Trying to educationate. I want people to have fun. All right, so KatsuCon was this past weekend, and so far things had gone like when the convention started up, things had gone pretty well, and then the convention started. It did not go pretty well at all. It was there was a fucking disaster that hit the news in the worst ways over here, guys. I'm even gonna and yeah, we're all making the jokes already because we already knew. But for anyone who doesn't understand or doesn't know, let me just go ahead and bring the perspective over here for folks to see. And like it's got as bad as getting on Dexerto, of all places. Which is fucking... It's wild that... Congratulations.
Keep going.
Like, congratulations, you made the news for all the worst reasons. Nice going. Alright, so... Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and share the link for you guys, for all the fine folks at home to watch and read on your own time and on your own dime. But I'm going to go ahead and read it for you anyway because I need to pad this podcast out. So, in this article from Dexerto, published on Saturday, February 15th, the fuck? K-Storm just popping out of the tent.
Okay, then. That was random.
Okay.
But keep going.
It's a gremlin.
Yeah. No. K-Storm has decided has picked up a pub tent and has made herself a camping gremlin here. All right. So the headline on
It's
this
very comfy.
All right. Zayana and K-Storm got to try it out.
Anna and Dragonfang?
I meant to say Zayana and Dragonfang. My bad.
Oh, so
My bad,
rude.
Dragonfang. I'm looking at my wife
like you need more
wiggling her
flesh.
butt and running off. All right, so the headline reads: Anime convention KatsuCon evacuated after massive wastewater leak. And this came to us by way of Mr. Carver Fisher.
Oh no!
What? What's wrong?
Oh, I was gonna say, apparently people are saying it wasn't actually sewage, actually the sprinkler system.
Yeah.
Which is just as bad because that shit it's
Because that shit's
stagnant.
gray water.
Yeah.
And that's why it's
That's even worse. Yeah, no. Oh my god. Okay, so let's get on this here, folks. You're gonna love this ridiculousness here. KatsuCon, one of the biggest anime conventions in North America, had to be quickly evacuated after a wastewater pipe burst in the ceiling above the Artist Alley. Artist Alleys are a core part of big cons like KatsuCon, and K-Storm's going back into her tent. Later, K-Storm. I don't know if you can hear it, but she said laters. Let's see here.
Mm-hmm.
With artists flying in from all around the world to peddle their wares and bring their work right to their main audience that would want to buy it. Getting a stall and flying all your product to conventions isn't cheap, and for an unlucky few artists who were caught below the burst wastewater pipes, their work was ruined. A wastewater pipe burst wide open above the KatsuCon floor, raining down on the convention floor below at the Gaylord National Resort and Convention Center in Maryland. Oh, Lord. So we have someone here on Twitter. We had to close an out, it was at Swandron. That's a cool name, Swandron. Cool. Let's see here. It reads, we had to close an hour early because of it. The entire hall smelled like sewage. We're not sure what they'll do about it by tomorrow. I hope the booths that got hit will be compensated. Their merchandise was ruined. So according to reports from several artists and guests at the convention, there was still a persistent smell of sewage at the convention, but the issue wasn't looked into further before the pipes burst. There are several angles of the leak that were taken by affected artists who had to try to and quickly move their displays out of the way. All right, so dig it right here on a Twitter video shared by someone at Invader Crybaby, who was replying to Swandron. Here's the video I took. Absolutely wild. Y'all see for yourself over here, folks.
All right, go for it.
Hang on. Because I'm over here about to try to show video to y'all. Okay. And just to bring the point home back, a little bit more, one more time. Folks had to clear the way.
That is so awful.
It's fucking gnarly. And just imagining I'm only imagining the smell of sewage on that, because I don't think I would want to wish that on anybody and their mama. Holy crap. Of course, it got worse. There's other, like we said, there are other angles with this. Artist Hua Xuan put up several pictures of the aftermath on their Instagram story, with them tabling almost directly under the burst. Though this artist was able to save some of their prints, their setup had to be completely dismantled to get clear of the leak. And there is a Huashuan over at from their Instagram page, and they even went and shared this with everyone. Like I said, this is no laughing matter. This is fucking horrifying here, man. Let me see. KatsuCon has since clarified with the venue hosting the event that it was gray water from the kitchen's dishwasher. So not quite sewage, but it makes sense that people attending were complaining of the smell. Okay. Zayana, Dragonfang.
Gross.
All right, I need to ask y'all. Zayana, Dragonfang. Y'all have been to KatsuCon.
Yeah,
You've been
sometimes.
to this venue. You've been to this venue before.
Yep.
Yes.
What kind of is this is like the dealer's room where they usually have this artist alley bed? Is there like a fucking restaurant or a cafe?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because okay, here's the thing. Okay, that's all the way over there. There is downstairs next to that there is a kitchen. Above. Wait. I'm trying to remember because I do know there was another one, but that was near to the bars. I honestly can't remember, but I do know that there is near there are a lot of other restaurants. So it could be that some of their stuff does go all the way up into the ceiling and everything. So
Yeah, I want
it's been at least like 2 years since we went though.
No, I understand, and
But like there are a lot of restaurants, a lot of them. So, and see that room that they're in is actually huge. It's almost overwhelmingly huge. You think MetroCon's thing is big? This is bigger.
Yeah.
holy
much
shit,
bigger.
It's that bad, huh?
And it gets packed.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it gets packed.
Way faster.
Yeah. I actually, do we even know when this happened again?
This was Saturday.
Which day?
Saturday the
No,
15th.
like what time?
Let me see. I'm actually wanting to maybe I could backtrack it from the if there's a timestamp for the actual video. Hang on. All right, so that was they posted that at 10:27 p.m.
Okay, so it just opened, I think, for the VIPs.
Yeah.
So usually that isn't as packed. However, it's also a Saturday. And Saturdays, everyone
can get there early.
Yeah, as everyone can say and agree upon,
Saturdays
Saturdays are
is
the
the worst.
worst.
It's the worst day. If you want to do your shopping, either get it done Friday or Sunday. Don't.
Yeah, Saturdays are the packed days because everyone is in cosplay and and there's huge groups.
And everyone's off.
So almost think on a kind of lesser scale of Dragon Con Pact, where you can still move, but it's still like there's just a lot of people around. So a slightly scaled back Dragon Con. That's Saturday.
Yeah,
Fridays and Sundays are not as bad.
Slightly scaled back Dragon Con. I hope you'll pardon me. Like, do you have any idea how little that?
Yes. Okay.
Oh my god.
So picture that, I picture MetroCon completely packed in there for the vendors hall. It's that packed.
I see. All right. Here's what I want to try to pull up over here. I found I believe this is meant to be an overview map of the convention center floor of for the Gaylord National Resort. So I'm gonna put it up I'm gonna put the link for it. It's a PDF. And I'm going to put the link into the chat. Also, Ben Cruz, I see you over here. Welcome to the Black Files. We appreciate you being here. Oh, God. Sarah Serenity was saying, literal worst fear getting rained on by septic water. I can only...
Yeah. I mean, do we know if anyone was actually hit by it? Like, I know that some artists' things were ruined. Were there any cosplayers underneath that?
I wish I knew for sure. Oh my
Because
god.
good luck getting that out of your outfit.
Yeah. I mean, you could wash it, but the ones that can't be washed,
Yeah,
that
depending on your
isn't
outfit is.
machine washable. Some
Oh.
cosplays can be saved depending on if they're machine washable or not.
But I
Ben,
do remember hearing that apparently KatsuCon is reimbursing the people
it
who
was on.
had their
Okay,
things destroyed.
no, sorry. I got a clarification from Ben. This shit was happening not on Saturday. It happened on Friday around 5 p.m.
Friday.
The
Okay.
article didn't come
Oh
out until Saturday.
gosh. Hmm.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Okay, so not a lot of people in the dealer's room because Friday it's very quiet.
But that's the thing. I know that there were a lot of lost sales because they had to close early and everything.
Some I heard that some vendors packed up completely and just dipped for the day
Yeah.
and they didn't return until the next day.
The good thing is I did see in group that someone said, "Hey, if you were affected by this, put your online store here so that all of us can help buy your stuff." So that was really nice to see.
At least at least there's folks trying to help out. I'm not going to
Mhm.
knock anyone on that. Okay, so I'm showing the group. I'm showing the flock over here the map that I managed to pull up. I need to know first off how accurate is this map to you? It just in terms of
Oh, let's
from
see.
what
There's
you'll remember.
lobby, bottom level, or atrium. It would be to the right.
All right,
So yeah. So you
So-
see where those escalators are? So literally to the right of those would be the thing. So I do not know if they have a thing of the actual
Room that is
The
in, but it's to the
it's the
right.
lower floor. It's the lower
go
floor.
friggin' figure. Okay, I gotta have to find a different one,
Yeah,
a
it's
different map.
lower
Crap.
atrium.
Okay, give me a
It's lower
second over here
atrium.
because I actually do want
Because
to.
they have that big giant hallway.
Maybe this will do it, or is this just a facility guide? What is that for?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
But we will
Hey,
say that the Gaylord is definitely one of our favorite locations.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. It is, and Ben can even attest this. It is a photographer's dream.
Yeah.
So many amazing places.
You
to
could even do
shoot.
beach photos.
Yeah.
But please don't go in the water.
Oh yeah, please.
Please don't go in the
Why not? Why not go in the beach water? Beach water is fun.
It's the Potomac River.
It's the Potomac River. It's
Oh,
nasty.
right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That would
Never
do
mind.
it. That would do it.
Yeah. It's pretty to look at.
Yeah.
Don't go in the water.
No.
It has rocks for a beach photo.
Well, and we can also attest, Ben Cruz actually did take a picture of us as 2B9S.
We were freezing.
With the rocks there.
Huh?
It was freezing.
Yeah.
Holy.
We couldn't feel our fingers.
Promo to Ben Cruz. Promo to Ben Cruz.
Yes, please book Ben Cruz. He's an amazing photographer.
Yes,
And he's
book Ben Cruz. He's awesome.
Amazing.
Throw money at him.
Yes.
But literally.
Let me see here. Ben was saying, and it was at Friday around 5 p.m. and on Saturday they opened at noon and closed at 9 p.m. to compensate for the lost time.
Yeah.
Let's see here. And Sarah Serenity was saying, as a survivor of Hurricane Katrina, depending on the water and what's in it will depend upon if the clothing can be saved.
Yep.
Well, apparently, and I saw the response over here in a Reddit page, rather on a Reddit thread. I'm gonna show that in a minute over here, but I'm trying to find the rest of this because y'all are looking at what I'm sharing in the link here, right? Right, sharing on in the Zoom call. Which of these is this?
Oh, right there, right there, right there.
There.
Right there. The one with the pillars and everything.
This up here?
Yep.
Okay, so that would be the Prince George Exhibition Hall.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's big.
Yeah, no, it's gigantic. I like that. It's cool. So,
Nice.
So they're
Very spacious.
gigantic, but like right above that is a restaurant or is a cafe or what is it?
Right? I really can't wait.
Oh wait, no, it's
Remember.
got to be this. It's got to be this because look, okay, if I'm reading this correctly, stop it. No,
Wait a minute.
okay, so here's a Prince George exhibition hall. You see how it's highlighted over here, this brown bit?
Yep.
Okay, so this is the main exhibition hall used for KatsuCon, right? Now, what we're seeing here is that it would have been not this National Harbor conference rooms, but this over here, the Chesapeake and Mezzanine conference rooms, because it's not just conference rooms, but they also have this shit here, the Potomac and Maryland ballrooms, and those are set up for actual dining hall style ballrooms. Which
I don't even know if those are open.
No, they aren't.
They're not.
I don't think I've ever.
They close certain ballrooms.
So those would be closed during the convention?
Likely.
I'm guessing so because I don't believe we've ever gone in there
Mm-mm.
that I can remember.
Well, I'm just trying to backtrack where the where the most likely culprits for the pipe bursting with the dishwasher, gray water, whatever the fuck it is, where it's coming from. And like you said, there are different restaurants all around the joint, but they appear to be, from what I can see in the overview map over here, in a different level from the rest of the convention space. Because if I'm reading that correctly, the Potomac and Maryland ballrooms are the ones that are right above the Prince Charles, as well as the bit for these Chesapeake and Mezzanine conference rooms, which are smaller, but they'll have stuff available there. But those are the main bits that would be right above the big exhibition hall, the Prince George. So what the fuck? What is wrong with these people? Why can't they get shit right? What in the world is happening? And I'm just flabbergasted and gobsmacked over how that could have possibly happened. Now, obviously, ain't nobody and their mother gonna try and blame this on the convention itself, or...
No, absolutely not. It was just a disaster through no fault of the KatsuCon.
Like, truthfully, yeah, it's like, okay, obviously they're like, you can't really fault them for something wrong happening with the venue. It falls on the head of the what do you call it?
The head of the venue. I mean, actually, well,
yeah, the head of the venue. Yeah. It doesn't fall on the head of the convention. Let me take a look over here. I feel so sorry for all the cosplay that used Joanne for cosplay. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Looks like almost everyone.
Mm-hmm.
This is truly the end of an era, but please continue.
No, over here I've got Mr. Quake in the chat. Hey up, Mr. Quake, welcome to the Black Files. We appreciate you here. And yes, Sarah Serendi, Ben Cruz is a photographer. Link up with him on Facebook. Book him when you get the chance. Ben, try and cut her a good deal. And because Sarah Serendi, she's great. She's a great person. She is a psychotic little bubblegum pop nutball, and you gotta love that kind of energy. Let me see here. I'm actually double checking to see if there's anything more in that Xerto article. Let's see. Merchandise is ruined. Yep. Smell sewage. Yep. Okay, I already read that part. Yeah, no, still. And it looks like the article just ends with the alley had to be evacuated for cleanup and was closed down on the night of the 14th, almost immediately after the incident. They plan to reopen later in the day on February 15th. Then why the hell didn't they publish this on the day? What the hell? No, this was a fucking, like I said, it was a disaster. And this is something that folks were not happy about. I don't think there was actually any official statement from the venue, was there?
As far as we know, I don't think the statement. I don't think the venue has addressed the issue.
Good God. What the hell's wrong with these people?
Now, despite the fact that it's no fault of the other party, has there been a statement from KatsuCon about this?
There have been some statements from KatsuCon. I'm not sure if they're directly from it or if they're just some folks who are like saying, "Oh, hey, I heard this from the convention." La 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 la. Also, Kyle's in the chat. Hey up, Kyle. Welcome to the Black Files. We appreciate you being here. Let me see. Okay, yeah. The one thing that I've got so far from when it happened is the let's see here, is a statement from KatsuCon that was made on the 15th, so the day after, on Twitter, and I'm still gonna call it Twitter. I don't give a fuck. Let's see here. All right, and it just reads. It's pretty straightforward. From at KatsuCon, good morning. We have spoke with the Gaylord this morning, and we have some updates for everyone. If you were an asshole and you didn't know what the context of that sentence was, you would. No, okay, sorry. I guess I'm the only one who's a jerk. We have spoke with the Gaylord this morning. I'm like, okay, too easy. I'm sorry. Despite social media posting, the leak was gray water from the Gaylord's kitchen. As we have updates for reopening the hall, we will push to all social media. More info on Facebook. Okay, let's see here. Someone underneath at Snow Milku was asking any news for Artist Alley. Will artists be moved to Merch Hall? The Artist Alley will reopen a day. Once we have a timeline, we'll post via social media. I appreciate, and someone in there is also saying, I appreciate the staff for all you've done in regards to this failure on the part of the Gaylord. I like to add that there's not gray water in a kitchen. It's sewage, as it can't be treated and contains harmful bacteria from food, grease, etc., as well as chemicals. Which, unfortunately, after considering how many different restaurants and kitchens I've worked in my time, I can sadly confirm. Lots of gross chemicals, lots of grease, lots of food gunk. So the smell of that shit, not fun.
Ugh. Yeah, no, hell no.
God almighty. Let me see what else I've got. So they say that it was on their official KatsuCon page. Sure, why not? Let's go to the KatsuCon page for KatsuCon 2025 or their convention, whatever. Give me a minute. I'm going to pull them up on my personal Facebook page over here. Give me a second. All right. No, stop it. Stop it. Okay. Let's see. 1 new. Okay, 9 new from KatsuCon. Okay, let's see what they say. Folks, I will appreciate at this time if people do not try to personally message me while I try to pull this info up. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, and yeah, no, all they basically said was this. Like, hi everyone. We just wanted to give an update that the Artist Alley will be staying open until 9 p.m. tonight. Go support all the wonderful artists and creators. Okay. Awesome. What the fuck? And yeah, the only other post they put up before that was, Artist Alley will reopen at 12:30 today. We appreciate everyone's patience as we work with the Gaylord throughout this situation. We'll be posting information later for artists directly impacted so we can support them all through this circumstance online and with love. Okay. There was only 9 comments that were put down over here. Let me see here. I'll open later to accommodate lost revenue time. I don't see any other mention or anything like that. It was just this shit. God, yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, like the same time where they put up the tweet for all this stuff was what they put up over here on their Facebook page. Good morning. We have spoke with the Gaylord this morning. We have some updates for everyone. Despite social media, yep, we already said that. We'll push to all social media. The health of our artists and all guests to the building are a priority for KatsuCon Entertainment Inc. Please remember that we have on-site first aid services with Operation Hammond at Camellia 3 and 4. Okay, so I guess if anyone might have been affected by the grossness or anything that might have happened at the convention due to the water leak, I guess the first aid center would have been there to help. okay, I'm not sure what you can do to help out with this kind of stuff, unless, of course, you got your hands on like not like disinfectant, but there's a specific sort of cleanser that you can get from like you can order it on at pharmacies or buy them from pharmacies or order it on Amazon. It's like the same kind of like sterile disinfectant cleaner that you can use that is used at hospitals. I'm trying to find the name of it. It's not Bactine. What the hell is it called? I'm trying to find it. No, that's not it. Shoot, what's it called? All right, there we go. Hibiclens. That's the name of the shit. It's antiseptic and antimicrobial. Here, I'll even show you guys what it looks like. So
All right.
yeah. It's a chlorhexidine gluconate solution. So point of advice: if you somehow like, I know that it's 3 days late, and I'm real sorry, but hey, we weren't there. We couldn't have known what to do, and we couldn't have known how to fucking offer any advice or help until this. But like this is literally the kind of cleaner that you can use for yourself, just like a regular body wash. It's unscented, it's antiseptic and antimicrobial. So if you're worried about having gotten anything on your face or on your hands or skin or anything like that, this is what you want. This is the kind of shit that you're gonna want on hand, or get your hands on. Obviously, scrubbing and cleaning with your regular choice of shampoo, conditioner, body wash, soap, whatever it is. Of course, that'll get whatever smell off of you, and it'll clean you off for the most part. If you're a little paranoid, or if you're a little worried about it, or like heaven help us if there was enough forethought or anything like that happening, and this was miraculously available, like that could have been used right then on the spot for the folks, and like you would only need a couple of little bottles from them. It's not like they're okay. Yeah, they're a little pricier than expected. It's like $20, but that's for like a nice big 32 ouncer. I don't know who the hell needs 32 ounce bit of those, but there are smaller ones for like $11 as well. So, and this one's like an antiseptic skin cleanser, and this one's just right there for general cleaning. It doesn't actually require showering or bathing or anything like that. So there are ways to clean yourself off from that kind of stuff if you're exposed to it. I just hate that this shit had to happen. Like, ended up happening. Not saying that it had to happen, but like I hate that this shit happened and it was such a pain in the butt. God, but like it's so weird. But that the response was to clarify, like, okay, by the way, it wasn't sewage, it was just gross ass wastewater from the kitchen.
But that doesn't make it any better.
No, it doesn't make it any better. Yeah, there's no poo or piss that we know of, but there's still gross bacterias and stuff from leftover food or raw food or from cleaning utensils and shit, and getting all that mixed up is like, bleh. For God's sake, man. Oh my God. So yeah, no, I'm over here wondering what the hell could have possibly happened. Was it just a freak occurrence with these guys? It had to be it. And I even found this other video from on Instagram from Shop Azula. Stop it. Okay, there we go. And
for trying to do this as much as I can. All right, stay safe, y'all. Bye.
Let me show you guys over here in the chat.
Have you ever got rained on by poop water before? Well, now you can at KatsuCon. Just kidding. Actually, don't know if it's poop water, but it smells like poop. Apparently, the pipe broke around 6:30 on Friday in the artist alley, and we all had to leave and pack up our stuff because the smell was just overwhelming. We don't know if the artist alley is opening on time or even at all tomorrow, but shout out to the artist alley staff at KatsuCon for trying to do this as much as they can. All right, stay safe, y'all. Bye.
God damn it. They weren't kidding when they said they had plenty of different angles to show, but God almighty, what a mess. Now, I'm wondering, like, how folks are reacting to this within the convention scene. There's clearly people who wanted to make sure that they're safe when it comes to going to the conventions moving forward. So I guess there's going to be a lot of cross words to be shared along like down the line with the folks who run the Gaylord. Who run the like? I can't just say run the Gaylord. I can't say that because of my fucking stupid brain. Like, Juan, isn't that a slur? Like, isn't that a slur for like what's wrong with you?
I was going to comment on that like earlier. Like, it sounds like you were waiting for us to make a joke about it, and like,
no, I was waiting for one of you guys to like smack me or something. Like, Juan, how dare you make fun of that? What's wrong with you?
Wancho,
Why?
as someone who prides himself in making horrible puns, even I am disappointed in you. How dare?
No, it's not a pun, Jose. It's just like it used to be a bad word for gay folks.
Yeah, I know. We can't say that. Not even as a funny haha thing. Not even as something not serious.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh my God. Ulysses over here and Ficet are on the same page over here. They should have closed the pool too, just in case. Yeah, no, because imagine, imagine if anyone did go into the fucking into the pool after being exposed to that shit. It may not be like noxious, fucking crap and piss water, but it still had gross chemical shit in it. And imagine getting that mixed in with the pool over here. And he's actually, and him and Sarah Serenity are talking in the chat. They're saying it like, oh wait, did people jump into the pool after being covered in septic water? Probably not, but it's the only way to be sure. I used to work in food. Gray water is disgusting. And yeah, Gaylord technically constitutes a slur. Word 90s brained though. So, yeah, I mean, I'm a 90s kid. Born in the 80s, but I'm considered a 90s kid. So, fuck it. Yeah, no, because that makes it so much better. Oh, it wasn't poo water. It was dirty kitchen water. It's like...
What the fuck?
No, I'm sorry. I still don't want that anywhere near me. I don't want to breathe in the particles because, like, that's the fucking gross part. Because then when you get into thinking of how biochemistry works and how smells work. You know how smells work, right? You know how your sense of smell works? How you smell things? Yeah. Microscopic particles. Microscopic teeny tiny poopy particles. They go up, they get carried up through the air, and they go around your inhalation area. And if you smell it, that means that there's tiny little microscopic particles of that shit going up that nasal canal. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't want to play those kind of games with anyone's health or personal well-being, especially.
So Xeon Rose, Dragon Fang, in your past experiences in going to KatsuCon, have you ever encountered anything like this outrageous over at the venue in the past?
Not like that.
One time in which the fire alarm was pulled.
Yeah. You guys didn't hear it. I did.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Mind you, it was freezing outside.
Yeah. Sis and our best friend were still in the room. They didn't hear it, but I was on my way down trying to find someone, and I as soon as I exited the elevator, and I'm like, what is this? And then everyone was being escorted outside.
Sorry,
and I had to call up on my
for a
friends,
minute.
and I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, they're evacuating the hotel right now. We don't know who pulled the fire alarm. We're like, okay.
So so weird because when in the room
I tried to call Sis and she didn't pick up.
Well, okay. The reason why they pick up is because KatsuCon is notorious for
Bad
having
signal.
shitty cell service. So good luck.
So KatsuCon's also a dead zone, just like the
Big time.
exhibit
Big
hall
time.
for MegaCon.
It's worse.
It doesn't matter if you have, your own hotspot on. It will not go through.
Because there's too many people that are trying to get on the internet as well.
Yep.
Also, there was also a thing of pooping in the staircase.
Oh god.
What? You're
And
kidding!
you heard me right.
At
You heard me
KatsuCon?
right.
They smeared it. They smeared it everywhere.
Yeah, they smeared it
No!
all and along the stairs.
Yep.
Oh my god!
Wait, this happened at KatsuCon in the past?
Right behind the gazebo. Okay, KatsuCon is GazeboCon. Everyone wants to be at the gazebo.
Well, actually, I heard on
Yeah, they
was
closed
it
down.
on Tuesday or Wednesday?
They closed down.
Someone already shit under the gazebo.
Yeah,
When the con didn't even start yet.
yeah. People do crap like that.
People are idiots,
Literally!
man. This is why hotels don't want cosplayers back.
This is why hotels hate conventions.
God fucking what is wrong with you people? Like, we made a fucking short film forever ago about etiquette at a con. Don't shit in the con floor or on the stairwells or the gazebos or anywhere that isn't a toilet.
Listen, what happened several times at home at, people started literally a dance rave. Bars started dancing on the tables.
And someone broke a pot and someone broke a chair and a table.
People don't care.
That's why the bar was shut down and they had to call the cops to disperse everyone.
Yeah, you remember that? I actually had to call the cops.
Do you know how we know? Because we actually had the luxury of having a room that was right above the bar.
Yeah.
We were hearing all this racket.
My God,
Yeah.
they wouldn't be up until like past 3 a.m.
No, it was 4.
It was 4.
It was 4.
It's so stupid. We're like,
They closed it down at 4:30 because they were so loud. I couldn't even get to bed until like 6. Then we got up at 8. Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with these people? Guys, we're not animals. I get it. Some of us like to dress like
Most
animals.
of the time it's party time.
Yeah,
What's up?
Katsu is
Party.
it is. So there's 2 bars. They stay open.
They stay open
Very
until I think it's 3.
Yeah.
Like,
And
Jeez,
mind you,
the way you
saw
guys are
in the
describing it-
pictures, it has a huge atrium. So people get loud and it echoes.
Yeah.
So I pity people who have an atrium room because they will hear it.
I've had a lot of friends who had atrium rooms, and when they get loud, one of my friends was all the way up at the top floor. We could still hear them through the closed sliding door.
And curtains. Yeah.
They were that loud.
oh my
And let me
Lord.
tell you,
Oh my
it's like
goodness.
around like you could easily fit like 1,000 people down there.
You gotta be
Oh,
freaking
easily.
kidding me.
Easily.
Oh my god.
See, we
You gotta
really
be
do love
kidding me.
KatsuCon, we love it. But I mean, it can get very overwhelming with how many people there are.
You gotta be
And
kidding
then, of
you
course,
get
you
freaking-
have idiots who do stupid stuff. And, unfortunate things that happen, like the burst pipe.
Oh my
Yeah, the way
God.
y'all are describing these crazy antics, it makes Hallmat look like a church.
Well, it's definitely nothing like Dragon Con. Definitely not.
Still up there.
Well, Dragon
Could be.
Con's way worse, though. I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's Dragon Con.
Well, that's
It's
also
separate hotels.
It's like
too.
it's set up at like what? How many separate hotels is
Was
it
it
in?
like-
Like
I think
9?
it was like 6, 7.
God
That's why
almighty.
I will never go to Dragon Con. I would get overwhelmed.
Which people day drink all the time and they're drunk.
I don't trust people
And
with
it's
near
claustrophobic.
my outfits. I'm sorry.
It's claustrophobic. I don't feel comfortable.
Like, let me fucking let me double I'm actually looking in the chat. Ficetter really set the stage for us on this. Like, guess what, guys? There is body fluids in kitchen water, like blood and skin and saliva and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
God damn it!
Yep.
Okay,
Um,
I just had a really nice dinner tonight. I don't want to throw it up. Can we not get
Zay, this is what we signed up for. I'm sorry. This unfortunately, this is shit that we have to.
I also downed like 8 cookies before we went live.
Wait, you ate 8
Think happy
cookies?
thoughts.
Happy
What the
thoughts.
Listen,
Wait, you had
listen.
cookies?
Wait, cookies?
What?
Okay, I may have eaten 8 chocolate chip cookies before I went live because I needed to feel.
Things to share?
Listen. I had a really bad day and I needed to feel better for myself.
Did
Okay.
you dip them in milk at least?
What?
Did you
No,
have milk and cookies?
he didn't have any milk.
Blasphemy.
He raw dogged
How
that
could
shit
you?
dry.
I
No
drank
lube.
it with root beer.
Boo.
Nah, milk and
You
cookies.
can't dip cookies in root beer. What is
Milk and
wrong with you?
cookies.
What kind of weirdo am I living with? Well, actually, I know what kind of weirdo I'm living with. I'm living with the guy who dips his cookies in root beer, apparently.
I never said that I dipped them. You
Yeah. I don't hear you saying that you didn't dip them. I don't hear it. I'm not hearing a negative over here. So by default.
all right. Let's get back to the damn story. Jeez, guys.
Yeah, no, Feist, no, and Ulysses Fartknocker has got another point over here because he was saying it's like getting a Mr. Pibb when they said they had Pepsi. It's not helping at all. I think the fire alarm was 2016 or 2014, said Ben Cruz, the KatsuCon fire alarm. Ulysses continued saying, worst thing I personally experienced at a con was only having 2 elevators to share with both access to rooms and the panel/dealer's room. Hotel refused to fix the escalators. Con switched next year. Oh my lord, that's horrifying.
Wait. Say that again. What?
Okay, Ulysses Fartknocker says, the worst thing I experienced at a con was only having 2 elevators to share with both access to rooms and the panel/dealer's room. Hotel refused to fix the escalators, and the con switched the next year. Unbelievable. And yeah, Sarah Serenity reminded me of J-Con over here. J-Con was closed due to someone spraying pepper spray during the rave.
Oh my god.
Why'd you do that?
People are idiots, man.
Jesus Christ.
Why would you do that?
Because they think it's funny.
Ben saying this is why KatsuCon and the Gaylord hate us, and they have a long contract. Yep. Kyle, that's a shitty situation. Ha. I really hope that wasn't a pun because that's such a puntacular, horrible pun. Let me see. Jesus Christ, this shitty situation reminds me of why I dumped my ex, says Sarah. I'm an animal. I can't fit in stairwells, though I have an alibi, says Vicesetter. Ha. Hallman is kind of a church for some people. They're called heretics. Everyone knows Metrocon is the one true religion. Let me see here. Let's see. You and me. Thank you, Sarah Serenity. I was just looking up the lyrics to the Bloodhound Gang song. Because just out of curiosity, during my day. Let me see here. And she's got the fucking lyrics up. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like you do on the Discovery Channel. Do it again now. And yes, Kyle, this is not FurryCon. Don't shit in public spaces. Isn't that one of the things that got ShadowCon killed? That one year someone shit in the stairwell? Was it?
That's one of the reasons. But like, it's also like, come on, man. It's basic human practice, like human decency. Don't do that shit.
Literally, don't do that shit.
Oh my god! Okay.
So you know, Sarah, where we're fucking with Jose, we know he doesn't actually dip the cookies into soda. That would be actual grossness. Now, snacking on
what he does is he puts it in his mouth and then he takes a swig of root beer and then he switches it all around then swallows.
Oh,
You're welcome.
Come on. You even have K-Storm. You even have Camp Counselor K-Storm over here, grossing out. That's not.
I like that title.
Camp Counselor K-Storm?
Yes.
She likes that title. I guess that's a title she's got now, I guess. I don't know.
I never got the chance to be one.
I know. I'm sorry.
So I like it.
Oh, nice job, Juan.
I guess I gave her a new title. Cool. Awesome. Let me see here. Let's see. I eat cookies and Dr. Pepper all the time. Dr. Pepper's nice. I haven't had Dr. Pepper in a long time, but that's because I'm usually a Pepsi guy. Let's see. Not to me, it's cookies and milk, bar none. K-Storm is having fun with Jason Voorhees in the tent, says Sarah Serendi. No, she's playing on the Switch in the tent over there in her headphones. But let me see here. And also, Five-Star continues saying ShadowCon died because it tried to fight Metrocon. Obviously, sadly we know the story of ShadowCon. Less we say
We lived
about,
through it. We lived through it.
Yeah.
We were a part of it.
we were
Yeah.
there. We saw it, Gandalf. We were there 5,000 years ago.
You know, it seems like it was a very long time ago.
We were there on the day the strength of men failed. Is she hiding in a tent? Yes, she is, Kyle. Now, while that is already dealt with, while KatsuCon is already in the books, as fucky as it was, we've got other conventions on their way up. In this case, we're like I mentioned here, we're going to talk about Otakon, one of the OGs of anime conventions here in the United States. OtakuCon, or Otakon, for anyone who knows what's up, is another premier anime convention happening in the Washington D.C. area, and theirs is coming up in August of this year. So yeah, they're in August 8th through the 10th? Did I see that right? Yep, in Washington D.C. Stop that. Let's see. And apparently, and I want to actually take a minute real quick before I continue. I want to take a minute to thank Angel and credit Angel Mendes for bringing this up to our attention, because he was the one who found the details on this. I'm guessing either on Reddit or on Twitter or 4chan, whichever of those three. I never got an answer out of that from where he got the original discourse of the situation and where it came from. So with that said, with that said over here, apparently there's some uproar with the upcoming Otakon. And I'm not gonna beat around the bush anymore. It's pretty straightforward. There's folks who are pissed off about some rule changes that have been made for the dealers' rooms for Otakon this year. And I'm just going to show you guys straight up directly from their own document page themselves. So their own Google space over here. Sarah Serendi said, never been to Lumi, Metro, Dragon, Shadow, JCon, KatsuCon, or Otakon. Okay, you didn't miss much with Lumi or Shadow. They're both gone now. DragonCon is too gigantic. JCon was pretty JCon. And
I know. I was there when it died.
And Otakon and KatsuCon will be back, so there's never say never. And as far as Metrocon is concerned, you need to drag your ass over here for Metrocon. Sarah, I will accept no further excuse. One way or
seriously,
another.
Sarah. When was the last time you were in
one
Tampa?
day. Please. You'll love it. It'll be fun. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share. I believe I went ahead and I shared the link for. No, I didn't. Here we go. God damn it. Is that from a thing? Roast Metrocon? I would happily roast Metrocon right this second, but I would end up probably getting us all summarily banned from Metrocon if I did, and including folks in the audience, and I don't want y'all to have to go through that. Let me take a look over here. So, pretty straightforward. I went ahead and I shared the Google Docs page for it, and it's right here in the changes that were made for 2025. Please note, this does not include all changes. Please read the rules in their entirety to ensure you are in compliance. Let's see here. Application, and this was where folks got their titties in a twist. For the 18 plus only items, 18 plus only booths will not be permitted. While 18 plus merchandise may be sold, see adult materials section, 75% of your booth must be non-adult material merchandise. Sorry, I'm sorry for cutting you off, ladies. Could you repeat what you were saying, please?
No, we didn't say anything, but you are like going robotic
I was going
Yeah,
Yes.
robotic.
you were cutting it in out.
Was I?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the blasted Zoom call, and that's the computer for you, because it doesn't like me right now, because I've threatened to replace it already. So yeah, let me just putting it straightforward here. Otakon has basically done away with 18 plus booths.
Oh.
Yikes. Okay, now I'm not trying to paint Otakon as a giant debasing den of a den of iniquities and absolute despotic hedonistic filth and disease or whatever of the lowest moral fiber ever. No, like, I'm not calling it a GoonerCon in any way, shape, or form. However, what I am going to say, and this is thanks to Angel's research on here, Otakon's merch tables in the dealer's room were actually set with like 25% of almost the entirety of the front row or front column. However, yeah, the front row of being like 18 plus adult material. And so to reduce that down to having no 18 plus booths available anymore, but like making but cutting it down to only being like 25% of your merchandise here, which it cuts into right here in the Google Doc again. Otakon is a family event. Therefore, we ask that exhibitors, particularly those with adult merchandise, keep this in mind when setting up. The acceptability of displays of adult material is at the sole discretion of the dealer's room coordinators. Failure to comply with warnings may result in removal from the dealer's room and forfeiture of all fees. 18 plus only booths will not be permitted. While 18 plus merchandise may be sold, 75% of your booth must be non-adult material merchandise. It is the discretion of the dealer's room department head if your booth meets these requirements. Any materials that are sexually explicit, extremely graphic, violent, or otherwise unsuitable for children must be displayed in a manner that keeps kids from seeing them. If we see it out in the open or receive complaints, we will remind you about our adult material policy once. If you sell inappropriate materials to minors, we will evict you. As a reminder, it is your responsibility to verify the age of the attendee you are selling to. Vendors found selling to minors will be evicted immediately without warning and with forfeiture of all fees. Now, I understand that having these kind of rules over here for selling 18 plus material is required. That goes without saying. But to do away with 18 plus booths entirely is kind of dumb, because you're cutting out a big section of convention goers who will happily pay the price of admission to go to Otakon in order to get their hands on their pervy merch. For instance, you could have someone there like Bad Dragon, or if Cosplay Deviants, for instance, if they wanted to set up like sales of their posters or calendars or anything like that. The way they would set it up is that their booths would be tented off. Like, it would actually be in fucking tents. It would be like cordoned off, and right in front you'd have someone fully clothed or plain clothed right up there, right in front, saying like, oh, like, and checking for people's IDs if they're actually trying to come in. And they have like a strict limit on how many people are allowed into the booth at any one given time. So, like, you've got an ID check at the entrance to the booth, and then you've got the sale itself, where obviously you want to check to make sure that you're buying it from someone, and you buying it with someone who's with ID that says they're 18 plus. So you're basically double verified on there. I don't see what the issue of having that kind of setup could be. Like, I'm double checking over here. for example, okay, there's another tweet from, okay, who is this Neko Nyan Soft? Okay, I'm about to find out who these guys are. Have either of y'all heard of them? Neko Nyan Soft?
Can't say I have. No. Neko Nyansoft, that's new to me.
All right, well, I'm about to find out who these guys are. Okay, they do visual novels. All right.
Okay.
And let's see here. All right, so yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, these are yes, yeah, they basically just do visual novels over here. So apparently on Reddit, there was a post that was put up by these guys. Actually, give me a second. When was that posted? And yeah, here it is, February 16th. So this past Sunday, us and many of our fellow Erogi and Erogi adjacent companies will no longer consider attending Otakon, while their new de facto ban on adult content in the dealer hall remains in place. We'll find another con to attend, one more friendly to adult content for our fans. So, and apparently someone's over here suggesting Anime Expo, and to which they respond, Anime Expo is way too much of a pain in the ass. So I guess that shoots out that idea. Stop that! What the hell? So yeah, no, it's pretty straightforward. It's not it's kind of sad, but like I mentioned earlier, these the folks who go patronize for 18 plus content at conventions, they are willing to spend the money to go there. They're willing to go all weekend long, and they're willing to entertain the majority of the event in order to get the access to their favorite 18 plus merchandise vendors. So let me see here. All right, I'm just double checking to see what other discussions there may have been over here. Nobito's head. Attention, people who went to. Okay, no, that's from last year. Let me see. Oh God, that's fucking horrible. Yeah, no, I'm double checking this, and yeah, no, it doesn't look like there's a lot of discussion on it on the Twitter sphere. So maybe Angel found it just on this Reddit. Talking about Otakon. Let me see here, and yeah, no, it's literally just their what do you call it? The discussions that we've got. That's a dumb rule. Why can't they just have an adult section where you need a band to get in? Have it open later on in the day so people can get their bands. Also, did the dealer's room always close at 7 on Saturday, or is that something new? Dealer's room always used to close at 6 p.m. Saturday. All right, so I guess that's fine. I think a separate section is absolutely the best solution. I personally felt that there was way too much 18 plus just all over last year. I'm not approved by any means, but I also understand that this is an all-ages event. If I was a parent, I'd have kind of put off by it. Not even being covered, post-it notes are not covering. So if your booth is over 25%, they should definitely be locating in a separate location where you need to get a band, where you need the band to get in. I think it's the best solution for everyone.
I agree with that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, like going with a cordon off for 18 plus merch. That's the smartest way to go. Like, and yeah, having the wristband, I'm down with that. Because that shows.
I think it's very smart. I think it's a very good prudent protocol.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So why can't these guys adopt that rather than going on this? I like it's. I'm not gonna say it's heavy-handed. It's reasonable-ish if you want to look at it from the business point of view or whatever. Like, well, we don't want to put off the parents with children because the parents and children have money as well, and they must have had some kind of discussion on it. There might have been too many Karens complaining about it. I don't know. That's just my figuring. But if that's what ended up being the case, then I'd be fucking pissed off. I digress, though. Yeah, no, just get it set up because like Hallmat has their like alongside like with registration. There's a separate spot where you can get 18 plus verification bands, so you can go to like the 18 plus panels and shows and crazy funky shit that goes down usually after dark. Now but like that's the smarter way of going about with all this. Just fucking share that just get set up with the wristbands on it and verify the people going in that way. It's almost as if Otakon's going out of their way to strip themselves over here. And oh snap! Okay, I'm seeing Mr. Geek Me Out's in the chat. Yep, Mr. Geek Me Out, welcome to the Black Files. We appreciate you being here. And partner of ours, who's another part of the Glitch fam, Coley Shroom. She is in the chat herself. Hello, Coley Shroom. Welcome. Let's see here. Hey there, I was tagged in your promo post for your stream today on Twitter. Was wondering what's being covered on in your stream today. Well, as Feist Center answered here, we're discussing anime conventions tonight. We are discussing what happened at KatsuCon over the weekend.
Katsu.
Yeah,
and what's going to be happening for this year's Otakon.
Right, exactly. Sarah Serenity brings up a good point over here. With Hallmet, I'm still hesitant to go back only because of the drugging incident. And that's something that I wanted to fucking discuss as well, because I wanted to have more detail on how deep and how sick the fucking story of the drugging shit that happens at Hallmat or at other conventions. I want to know a little more before I can report on that properly, because because it does end up going a little deeper than that. And Kyle, yeah, you're right. Like going into the beer tent, you need an age band with your ticket. Yeah, or for instance, if you went to Busch Gardens while they were doing their beer and wine festival, if you're going to participate in any part of in the area of the park that has that part of the festival, you have to have a special pass for that. Otherwise, you're just general admission for like the rest of the park. So. Yeah, and Coley Shroom, we appreciate you hopping into the chat tonight. Thank you very much. By the way, we love the berry plume. It tastes awesome. So shout out.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
And folks, if you don't follow Coley Shroom, please do so. Go ahead and check her out on her YouTube channel, and also give her a follow on your social media wherever you may go. Okay, guys? So again, big shout out to our fellow partner over here. So thank you very much for that. Thanks for blessing us with your presence tonight. Let's see here. So this is like we've got two different situations happening with these conventions. Obviously, one with Katsu was completely out of their control. There was no way they could have predicted something like that happening, and it's a real pain in the butt to try to get around that when it's really something happening in the venues. Whereas at the same time you've got Otakon, who, yeah, they may have had a problem with maybe an oversaturation of 18 plus merchandise at their convention. But the way you would want to work that in the solution that they've got is heavy-handed as motherfucker. You're basically taking a hatchet to your own legs because you sprained your toe or something. What the fuck? It makes no sense. It's illogical. Sarah Serenity, Glitch is finally following me on Twitter. Yay! Awesome.
Yay!
Good for you,
awesome. Sarah. That's good. That's good.
Good for you, Sarah. I'm glad to hear.
Well, no, Juan, you bring up a good point. There's got to be a balance in terms of what you want presented at your convention. When it comes to 18 plus content.
Yeah, and not just having a balance, but you want to have it regulated as hell in order to make sure that you're not putting anyone out unnecessarily, and that you're not what do you call it? And you're not dealing with any sort of situation where anyone feels left out. One suggestion over here, in addition to having the 18 plus merchandise, the vendors in like an 18 plus area or whatever, like behind a curtain or something like that, what you should also do, and this is literally just stream of consciousness off the top of my head, set up that you only have a specific limit of 18 plus vendors that you'll have. That way you have like, I guess, competition or bidding for anyone to put in for their application first. Whoever gets to it first wins, or something like that. And that way you have folks who have that incentive on there, and as to not completely discourage anyone if they end up not getting to have a full show of 18 plus merchandise. If the vendor happens to have other types of merch along with them, then they can just go in and follow the same rules as what the dealer's room put in. And like, okay, if you're going to have adult merch or 18 plus merch, then you can only have that like be 25% of your merchandise and like displayed in a way that's that isn't sexually explicit or murderous or whatever the hell. It's like there are ways to do that shit. It's a pain in the ass, but there's also ways to like hybrid and fuse the solutions together. Let me take a look here. Like Sarah Serenity saying, just a reminder of the Hallmat incident. There were between 5 to 7 different water jugs that were drugged, and there were 2 different lists of targets, one of cosplayer characters and one of specific cosplayers. That's why I'm hesitant to go. Okay, yeah, thank you for that, Sarah Serenity, because I actually wanted to find out like who the hell people are actually in on it. That's what I've been trying to dig into. And banging my head against the wall hasn't been helping. And yeah, unfortunately, that has been an incident, and it has resulted in people having to be pulled out of the convention and on an ambulance. There are people who have been needing to have first aid done. And it was not pleasant. And folks were not happy about how that shit turned out. Let's see. Public beverage sources are always sus as Five Setter. You're right. It's it can be pretty dangerous. So drink at your own risk over here. Kim Rhodes will be at Tampa Bay Comic-Con, says Mr. Geek Me Out. How's it going over there, by the way? We appreciate you, buddy. Tomorrow I'm going to meet and greet with Juvenile. All right, cool. Excellent. I hope you have yourself a good time there, man. But
Please.
yeah, like it's crazy that this shit is going on, and Sarah Serenity is like detailing the Hallmat incident a little further. She's saying over here, and unfortunately, but have a good night, Ben Cruz. We appreciate you. Remember, go like hit Sarah up on Facebook, and try to work out how y'all are gonna work on doing a photo shoot in the future. All right, love you too, Ben. Have a good night. And Sarah Serenity was continuing, and unfortunately, because of its followers trying to disregard the incident or say it didn't happen, people are starting to believe that despite testimonials from those who were drugged. And I don't know who's behind it, but from what I heard, my cosplay name was on the list of targets.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's so disgusting.
That is not fun, and I'm not happy about that. I wanted to take some more time before breaking that particular bit of info up, but yeah, we're gonna have to get back on that at a later date here, Sarah, once we have a little bit more evidence of folks that we can actually hold accountable to this situation. If the Orange County Sheriff's Department didn't already do something about it. But then again, that's just the cops. What can they do? Also, Jeannie Rick is in the chat. Hey up, Jeannie Rick. Welcome to the Black Files. We appreciate you being here. I appreciate you joining us tonight. Thank you very much. Let me see. Took some poking around the new world. No shared booths. No more industry space. Dealers are required to have a website to be considered. God damn. What if they're brand new? What if they haven't got a website? What the fuck?
That's super strict.
Oh my god. Well, it's not a matter of it just being super strict. It's just like it just feels like a dick move. But you know what? Otakon's been around for 31 years now. Come August, so I don't fucking know. And thank you, Jeannie Rick, for dropping the $1.99 super sticker.
Yay!
Thank you so much for that. She dropped a purple heart saying thanks. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, so thoughts on the Otakon shit here, guys. Anything you wanted to add to all this? Because like even the Otakon situation has gone fucking bananas. Look, it sounds like people are wanting to drop out of it.
You know what? I've been commenting a lot, so I'm gonna let Dragon Fang and Ziana Rose pipe first.
It's just insane.
Yeah, as much as people want the dragging thing to stop, I doubt it is.
I don't think it's ever gonna end.
It's honestly,
real.
this rate's just getting worse. Just like how way back in the day you didn't hear about people punching holes in walls or shitting in the stairwell or
Or doing any sort of crazy shit that could get you kicked out.
yeah, it seems as the cosplay community is evolving. Some people are just getting worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not as if
So
we're
the
not...
only thing we can
Sorry, go
what?
ahead. No, please go ahead.
I'll say
I'm sorry.
basically the only thing I can say with that is just always make sure you're not alone.
If you have a drink in your hand,
Always have it in front of you.
keep your hand on that drink. If you look away and you're around people, assume that someone putting something in it.
Yeah, that would be safe
Always
and
have it
sorry.
in front of you and have your hand over the opening. Especially if it's an open drink, like in one of those plastic cups. If you have a soda can, like a beer or something, keep that to your chest and don't like wave it around and like look away while you're talking to people. If you turn away from your drink and it's on the table, don't
Toss
touch
it out,
it.
get a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
Be very wary about going to any party rooms unless you actually know the people.
Yes.
yes, for the love of God, and never ever go to
And
any one of those alone.
go some
Buddy system.
buddy system is key.
Yep.
Cannot agree more. Yeah, buddy system is 100% a must when it comes to going to any
And
of these parties.
always have your phone on you.
Mm-hmm.
And let people know where you're
Always.
And don't be a dope like me. Set it to vibrate when you're at the convention on the con floor. That way we know that, hey, someone's trying to get a hold of you. Like,
Yes.
I just have it on silent like a dope.
Yeah, Juan, maybe you should set yours on
I have
vibrate.
it full, so it both vibrates and it also, screams at you because I have it at a very high speed.
Oh my god. No, but if you're at like one of the parties at the conventions, like one of the raves, or if there's a dance, and obviously it's gonna be like loud ass music. You're not gonna hear your ringtone, but at least if you have it on vibrate as well, you'll be able to pick it up and see if anyone's trying to get a hold of you. And yes, I know how quaint we're talking about. Oh, don't forget to set your phones right. Oh shit, Jesus, Sarah. You didn't have to do that. What the hell? She went ahead and dropped $2 super chats. No, wait, no, sorry, no. Sarah dropped one and Jeannie Rick dropped another one. I'm sorry, but thank you both for the super chats. They're $2 each. Thank you very much for that. She said,
That is so
forever be
awesome.
a Flocker cheerleader. So true, says Jeannie Rick in their super chat. Because I was looking at them both at the same time. Okay, because I saw Sarah's up on top. Sarah did the first one and Jeannie Rick did the second one. My brain immediately went, oh, Sarah did both because I'm a dummy. But yeah, and Ficesetter also says, get a cover for your drink, like a rubber one you can bring. I feel like there are liquids one
Yes.
can buy that detect drugs in drinks. Isn't there isn't there one of those nail polish or whatever that you
Yes,
can do?
there is a nail polish where you can put your finger in there and it will turn color if it's been messed with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I fucking remember that. I'm trying to fucking find out whatever happened to it. Roofie nail polish detector. Let me see where it went, where it might have gone. Okay, that shit ain't showing up right now, but apparently it is there. There are other things that you can check and that you can have. Apparently, there's strip tests that you can use that include, like, get a load of this. I hate that this kind of shit's necessary, but dear lord, like, you can actually buy the shit. There's like, drink spike tests where test strips that you can put into your glass that detects for ketamine and GHB. There's also ones that detect for cocaine and for other drugs over here. Oh my god, this is fucking depressing, man. But at the same time, unfortunately, it's fucking necessary. Place where you can actually avoid spike drinks to testerdrinks.com. Like, yeah, and there's affordable strips that you can get on that, but shit. And there's the drink cover that Feister was talking about. Original drink cover scrunchie, as seen on Shark Tank. As in, literally, it's a little scrunched over bit that you can put over your cup, and if you want to drink through a straw, you can use it that way. Oh man, that is so wild, but at the same time, pretty fucked up that it's something that's needed to be done. It's only $9.99, folks.
Damn, that's pretty cheap.
It's cheap. It's good that it's a product that's exists, but it sucks that it's a product that has to exist. And as far as the issue with the 18 plus bid, August is just a short 6 months away here. How do you think this is gonna play out, folks, with Otakon? Do you think these guys are gonna end up amending their
I think they are, because I know there's already been so much backlash over this, because, as I don't want to say the original, but as our generation has grown older, we kind of want to see a little more risque stuff.
Yeah.
So the market has really been increasing with people wanting to buy this stuff, and it makes a shit ton of money. So you see more
artists, a lot more people to the
there's
con.
a lot of people who are actively looking at that. There's a lot of people who are now starting to put out more risque items.
Yeah.
So,
and they ask their user base, hey, what else do you want to see? And most of the time, the older generation's like 18 plus.
Yeah, so I think they're going to end up eventually amending it. And if they don't, there's going to be
backlash.
A lot of people who might not come.
I mean, they already have merchants over here basically saying that they're not going to be showing up.
Yep.
And if you do that, then you're going to probably be losing money too.
And you don't want that. Losing money bad. Line go down? No.
Yeah.
No, line must go up. No, fuck. You know what I'm thinking over here? Fucking, what do you call it? I'm thinking of fucking, if I go to a convention and if there's a convention that has these kind of special cash bars or whatever, like that you would have at Hallmat or something like that. If we were to go to one of those, you know how sometimes you have folks who have those cosplay repair bundles on them, rather than having going to the repair booth that you'd find over at registration or whatever. There's people who run around with that kind of shit. I'm thinking we ought to have those test strips on us at a convention. So if anyone's looking if anyone is thinking like, oh shit, what if I got spiked during this dance over here? I wonder if the Ravens flock are around. I don't know. I'm just spitballing over here. But yeah, Jose, how about you? Any other insight? Any other thoughts over here?
Oh no, I believe that Zayana Rosa Dragonfan nailed it in the head. Unless the organizers of Otakon are willing to, amend their rules and shit, on the 18 plus thing. Like they risk alienating a large portion of their attendees who are into that shit to see.
Yeah, you don't want to piss off people with money.
You don't want to piss off people with money. Look at all my Benjamins, bitch. And then they start rioting after you.
Crazier people have done weirder things for dumber reasons. So,
yeah, no. You're right. Just the way you said it.
Dork. Appreciate it though. I think we'll go ahead and we'll wrap it for now. Final thoughts, Zayana, Dragonfang. Anything else you wanted to add before we book it for the night?
No. I think we said all that we need to say. Yeah.
All right, no worries here. Okay, Jose, how about yourself? Any final thoughts on this, and what can we expect on tomorrow night's edition of Wrestle Rewind?
Well, as far as Otakon goes, there's really not much else for me to say. And as far as KatsuCon is concerned, hopefully next year things will be a lot better. Not so much for the convention itself, because I'm sure a lot of people enjoyed it despite the sewage problem, but hopefully the people who operate the venue. I hope they learned from this, and hopefully they'll be able to take better measures next year.
Yeah, like it's one of those things that you can't really prepare for. It's a freak occurrence, but at the same time, it's it is up to the venue. It is up to the Gaylord Hotel resort to get that shit done. Odds are they probably already have the actual issue with the pipework already fixed by now, but that won't help anyone from when it happened over the weekend. Like I mentioned earlier here, folks, if you're feeling paranoid after having been at KatsuCon, and if you're feeling a little worried, concerned, distraught, like having your jimmies rustled, there's this like I said, Hibby cleanse, which is like a skin cleanser, and it's antiseptic. And you can also find the other one, which is like an antimicrobial or something like that. Yeah, that was the soap one. So, if you're feeling crazy, you want to try. If you're paranoid, then this would be the one for you. And there's a 16 fluid ounce one that you can get for cleaning yourself.
I was going to say you're promoting in the middle of my final thoughts, Juan. You couldn't have waited.
No. I'm just saying if people wanted to discuss, like if people are still feeling a little icky afterwards, and they want to go ahead and get something that'll help scrub them down, then that's what you would get. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jose. By all means, please continue.
Well, that being okay, regardless, I think this is something that should be looked over for next year for KatsuCon, as a precaution, just to prepare for the convention weekend. Better safe than sorry. You don't want to lose customers. You don't want people jumping ship and leaving the Gaylord out in the cold.
No, you're right. You don't, especially since you're right there, like we mentioned. Since it's right on the Potomac, that river breeze coming up, that'd be kind of gross. All right.
Now for tomorrow night's edition of Wrestle Rewind, which is every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Kick. Join me and my tag partner, Mr. Wanda Rouse, as we review 3 of the most exciting pro wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Along with our weekly reviews coming for this week, we'll also be reviewing the main event of this year's annual pay-per-view event of WWE Vengeance Day. With the main event, and meanwhile, we'll be discussing the main event, which is a fatal 4-way match for the NXT Women's title, as Roxanne Perez goes up against Cora Jade, Bayley, and the defending NXT Women's Champion, the beautiful madness that is Julia. And we'll have more to discuss tomorrow night.
You could tell who's Jose's favorite there. All right, folks. I'm gonna bump you off the screen here, and I'll leave you in the Zoom call for a little bit. Okay?
No problemo.
All right, I appreciate it, guys. And yeah, as far as my final thoughts on this concern, like I said, invest in back to cleanse. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And it's great if you also happen to need to clean yourself off before a surgery or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what kind of moral this story is. Fucking be cleaner. I don't know. As far as Otakon's concerned, don't ignore your money. There's a balance that you can strike between what's appropriate and what will sell. So I'm sure you guys will have a better time trying to come up with some kind of compromise over here, something that's a little bit more balanced. And finally, again, I really hate that we had to discuss the shit that was going down with the drinks being spiked at Metrocon. No, not Metrocon. Shit, I meant to say Holiday Matsuri. But I'm really glad that Sarah Serenity brought it back up, and this is something that I've been working towards in order to try to get some more information out of. I haven't been very successful, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to give up. And yeah, no, we're gonna look into getting a hold of more of that of those little test strips. However, it may help out. I don't know, but it's always a good idea to have it. And there are other stories that we're going to be discussing and that we're going to be covering. And you better believe that if it affects us all here, whether it's in the world of geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, or anything else in between, if where it's delving into like the darker issues of nerd and geek culture, you better believe that we'll be covering it right here on this show, the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock, The Black Files, hosted by yours truly, Juan Arouse. Be sure to request access as we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an inner flocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/RavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock. Rose Casabona, Zeon, and Rose Cosmo.